This video is about like how solo camping can help your mental health. That is something I'm gonna teach you. Like, what's up YouTube? It's SimplyDako. And if you're curious about my username, it's just an abbreviation for my first and last. It's been over 30 solo camping trips within the last year. Who would have ever thought you could find something like this just parking on the side of the road? How solo camping can help your mental health. I started this channel because I was doing a lot of like solo camping, and also I was trying to do it to get away, just to be by myself. I'm in my mid-30s, no relationships, handful of close friends, and like very supportive parents. I grew up in LA and I moved to Bakersfield because life in LA was just unaffordable. I ran a business, and due to like bad practices, I lost everything. That was and still is probably like the roughest and hardest times of my life. I remember waking up every day hoping that like a major catastrophe would happen so I could just escape my own misery, my harsh reality. I was depressed, low self-esteem, everything I believed myself to be, it was like turned upside down. I thought I was the shit, but I ended up becoming shit, I realized that who I believed I was and who I actually was, they weren't the same person. But it wasn't that realization that like led to my mental health problems. That was actually the start of the recovery. I still struggle with mental health issues, but I've come a long way from being the person I used to be in LA. Through the course of time, I've become a licensed nurse, traveled as a nurse, and got to learn a lot of good and bad sides of nursing. I would highly recommend travel nursing that is very fun experience. If anything, being a nurse actually caused a lot of the unknowing mental health issues that like I have right now. But that's a topic that I don't want to discuss in this video. It will be another video. This video is about like how solo camping can help your mental health. So that journey of mine started with me watching YouTube and discovering a channel called Mav. His name is Maverick. He's a young male from Minnesota, I believe, that converted his F-150 truck into a camper where he travels by himself, cooks, and sleeps in the back. Like, I was very inspired. Mav, if you ever see this, you really inspired me to like go on solo camping and going on YouTube and just doing so many things that I would have never thought ever I would have done. So if you see this, thank you so much, man. So I was inspired. So I remember I set forth to go on a camping trip by myself. And this was the first time ever doing something like that. Like, I never even ever contemplated going on a camping trip by myself. My first solo camping trip was at Yosemite, Camp 4. And I fell in love. I met cool people from different countries. I got to share stories, It was the best. But it was very expensive. It was very heavy and it was very unorganized. I remember spending around $200 on food and like unneeded materials. That is something I'm going to teach you. Like, you don't need to spend money to go solo camping. And firewood. You don't need to buy firewood. My recommendations of firewood is Craigslist. Just type in like firewood in Craigslist and like it's cheap. And just buy a bunch. Just all you need is like, one of those milk cartons? That's all you need. You just need like an empty milk carton and that plastic box, and you just put firewood, and that's all you need for like 3 days. That's it. And almond wood is the best for burning. It's hard to get it started, but once you get it going, like I'll make another video about like how to start a campfire with almond wood. It's hard, but once you get it to light, it's an insect repellent. That's the best part about almond wood. It repels mosquitoes and flies. Like if it's not good quality like warmth, the insect repellent is the best. And almond wood is a great insect repellent. You know, other cheap firewood, they don't repel insects. Like they live in the smoke, but almond wood, for some reason, like the flies and the mosquitoes just go away. So almond wood is a good wood for campfires. I'm thinking of it now. I wish I could throw a rock at that idiot. $200 on food for a camping trip? That's insane. But one thing I felt after every solo camping trip was, where else can I go and see nature and see everything that nature has to offer? You know, the mere fact of being by myself just made everything more exciting. I didn't consistently go after that first solo camping trip. You know, that trip was just for fun. Then living in Bakersfield, which is completely different than LA, my mental health problems started. Not to blame anybody, this is just my story. You know, I didn't fit in. I was having conversations with like very closed-minded people, which is just like a normal behavior of like anywhere living outside of a metropolitan area, just FYI. I went through a very hard time living in Bakersfield, you know. I'm not blaming Bakersfield. It's just, that's just how it is. And that is just who I am. And this is where solo camping like really helped my mental health. You know, during the extreme like hard times, like I would go out and find free campsites, and like now having built like a little bit of skill in solo camping, it was like freedom every time. Like every time I went out, everything went away and like I was excited again. So I have been over 30 solo camping trips within the last year. I know it's a lot. And I have learned and I've minimized a lot of time and energy and equipment to make these trips more convenient. Something I will make a video on later, to use it as a way to bring more viewers to my channel, because all of the information I have from all my solo camping trips to end here seems so wasteful. So all the trips, you know, all the information and all the knowledge that I've gained, I would like to pass that to you, and hopefully maybe one day I can inspire other people like that are like down on their luck, you know, needing a quick escape. And like, what's not a better escape than going into nature? All those solo camping trips that I went on, it freed my mind, my energy. And even though I know like I'm safe in my travels, like because where I go camping, it's safe, it's not dangerous. Being able to endure like the harsh conditions of Mother Nature, it was always rewarding to have been able to survive, you know? There's times where it rains, there's times where it was like really hot, and there's times where I was just straight up not prepared. But all those moments and like surviving and being able to like come out and just like make this video, that was like the most rewarding of it all. So thanks for watching. To all my viewers, thanks for watching. Seriously, thank you for watching. And any pointers will help me getting my channel like better. So like anything that you see on my channel that's like you don't agree with, or like it just sucks, can you just please tell me? Like I can take harsh criticism. So if you could write that on the comments to like get better of what you want to see, that would be very helpful. So thank you for watching. So another thing about like these spots, right? You know, like when you're just driving to like camping or something, and you know, you see like a little like turnout. If you park there, you might find something like this. Who would have ever thought that like you could just park your car and this is like a little like hangout spot? You could end up here. Yep. Alright, peace out YouTube. So what I'm gonna do with this water is I'm just gonna keep it at home. I'm just gonna wash my face. Not for like a long time, just for like a couple days. The minerals in like the river, it's like really good for your skin. Like, I don't really take care of like my skin too well, but like my skin feels so soft because like I'm always like hanging out in the river. If you ever get a sunburn, soak river water and just like let it like hydrate. You won't get like bad like skin discoloration. Also, some people might not like agree with this because they don't want to drink the water, but as long as you boil the water, it's healthy because there's more oxygen in the water. And I noticed this because like when I was like camping at the river for like 2 weeks, I would like go down to the river, get some water, and I would boil it, and I would use that boiled water to like drink coffee. It's like I felt awake, like, oh, this is what caffeine should feel like. And I think it's because there's more oxygen in the water, so when like I drink it with the caffeine, it like just like catalysts and just makes everything stronger.